Well, there's a lot going on this week at the Owensboro Public School System, and one of those events this weekend, The Wizard of Oz. I'm going to go ahead and let this student talk to me a little bit about what's going on with that.
Hello, my name is John Thomas Pryor, and I will be playing the Scarecrow this week. This is one of the movies that I grew up watching, and I'm really excited to get to play this character.
What's the biggest difference in your mind between the movie and then the stage production?
One thing is having to work out all the special effects. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the show, like the witch melting, the witch, there are explosions that happen that we have to account for. Just a lot of special effects, I think.
So I guess kind of seeing this, especially for little kids, it'd almost be kind of like a magic show a little bit too with all the stuff that you guys have planned.
Yeah. I think that would be, I think there's a lot of magic in theater anyway. It'll just be magical to see, how kids react to it, a lot of the lighting. There's just a bunch of spectacle that I really don't think anyone should have to miss out on.
Talk a little bit about, what goes into a production like this, because, this doesn't happen overnight. You all started working on this a long time ago.
Yes, there's a lot of work that goes into a musical. They're really fun. There's just so much. We have to work on our choreography. We have to learn music, staging, a lot of lines to learn with this show, but it's a whole lot of fun.
Talk a little bit about the show. When's it going to be, first off, and, who's invited to come?
All right, well, our shows are open to the public. We have 4 shows. We have one on Thursday, 2 on Saturday, and then 1 on Sunday. The one on Thursday and Saturday, we have them at 7 o'clock, and then Saturday and Sunday, we also have 2 o'clock matinees. And on our matinees, we have what we call our Emerald City seating. That's the first 8 rows of our theater, and you pay $2 extra, and you get to meet the characters earlier than everyone else after the show is over, and you also get a special little gift from Dorothy at the end.
How exciting is that, for little kids to actually get to interact with the characters? Because, everybody gets to see them, and especially on, in the movie, how special do you think that is for them to get to actually talk to you guys and have that conversation?
I think it's a lot like Disney World, It's really exciting to, I remember whenever I was younger coming to Rose Curtain Player Productions, like Beauty and the Beast and stuff like that, sitting in the audience and seeing, Belle and the Beast, then getting to talk to them afterwards is really one of the coolest things. It's like you're meeting the real Scarecrow, the real Dorothy, the real Tin Man, Lion.
You mentioned that it's not only Owensboro High School, you've got some other people that are helping you out with this. Kind of talk about that a little bit.
We have students all across from our elementary schools. We have a few people that are out of our district, actually, coming in to be Munchkins. We have middle schoolers coming in to play the Flying Monkeys. And then, of course, we have our choir teacher who does our music. Miss Greer does our is the director of the whole production. And then we hire a lady, Vicki Mattingly, to be our choreographer for the show.
So I guess what you're saying is a lot goes into this. This doesn't just happen and you say, hey, I'm going to do a musical.
Yes, musicals, they're a whole lot of fun, but they require a lot of work.
Talk a little bit about, you can kind of see a couple things behind us if you look closely. What's going on here? Are we putting the finishing touches on things?
Yes, we are. A lot of this that we're seeing around, it's very green, so it's the Emerald City, Merry Old Land of Oz, all of that stuff. So we're just trying to get everything together for the last second, but it's going to be really, really fun.
What would be something you'd want to tell people at home that are thinking, maybe I should try this out, I'm interested, what's your message to them?
Trying out, like, theater for the first time? Or
Well, for trying out theater and just coming to see this this weekend.
I don't think you want to miss out on this show. We put a lot of work into it. I think children really, it speaks to them, We grow up watching these characters and you get to see it live and up close. I think it's something that you don't want to miss out on.
Sure. Well, coming up next, we'll hear from another castmate in The Wizard of Oz. She has shiny red slippers. Her name's Dorothy. And we're back here meeting another cast member here of The Wizard of Oz, and I'll go ahead and let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name's Erin Rouse. I'm a junior here at Owensboro High School.
And Erin, people can probably already guess, but just for their purpose, who will you be playing?
I'm playing Dorothy Gale.
A lot goes into, something like this, especially preparing, to get into character. How do you do that? Like, where do you find inspiration? How do you get ready to play this character?
Well, obviously, everyone's watched the movie, but also, there's various read-throughs we go through just to get familiar with the script, and then we have lots and lots of rehearsals, which consist of singing, dancing, and acting, and just getting familiar with it all.
What's your favorite part about preparing for a big production like this?
I would have to say the singing is probably my favorite because I've always been in choir, and acting is a close second.
Now, what people might not know, as I can tell, Erin usually is a blonde. I guess this is a permanent thing? I mean, does it take that much to really get into something like this?
Yes, it does take a lot of dedication, but I've always wanted my hair brown, so this is a good excuse to...
A lot of little kids are expected to come to this production. What would you want to tell parents?
Oh, definitely bring your kids. This is probably going to be their favorite show. I mean, if they love the movie, definitely bring them, and also take advantage of the Emerald City seating because that's...
Well, kind of talk about that Emerald City. What's the difference between that and then a normal seat?
Well, the Emerald City seating is only for our matinees, and you get prime seating, and you get first dibs to come up and meet all the characters at the end, and you get an autograph, and then you'll get a special gift from me.
A special gift. Of course, we'll keep that a surprise. You'll have to come and check it out to find out what that gift is. What's the biggest, difference? Because I think a lot of people want to know this, and I asked John Thomas this. I'll ask you, in your opinion, between the movie, which everybody, of course, is familiar with, and the actual stage production.
Well, I mean, one of our biggest dance numbers, it's called the Jitterbug. We'll keep us surprised with what it really consists of, but that's not included in the movie. But that's one of our biggest dance numbers, and it's really pretty cool.
Are there more songs in the actual stage production? Because like I said, I'm not familiar with that one.
Most of the songs are pretty much aligned with the movie, but one of the main songs, the Jitterbug, it's unique to the play.
Sure. Why do you think The Wizard of Oz is such a popular, not only movie, but just kind of thing to talk about?
Well, I mean, it's a classic, kind of. It's a classic movie that everyone watches. It's great for all ages, and it's just a fun production to do and to see, and I really encourage you to come watch it.
What do you think the best part of theater is in general?
Wow. That's a tough question, but probably just being able to play all these different characters, and I mean, you don't get to wear red slippers every day in real life, so it's cool to get to take on a character and learn about them and make them your own.
And why do you think people should bring their kids to theater?
I mean, I've been going to theater since I was a little kid, and especially musicals. I mean, once you hear the overture, it's just so magical that you get put into this world, and it's just amazing. I really encourage everyone to get involved and see it, and at least see one show.
Now, this week is known for people that are not familiar with theater terms as Tech Week. Talk about, what leads up to Thursday for that opening night. I mean, what is Tech Week all about?
Well, Tech Week is when you add lights, add sound, use your microphones. You basically put all of the parts that you've been working on throughout the whole process together, and you start running the show over and over to get it perfect.
How many hours do you think you guys will put in this week to get ready for Thursday?
Goodness. Well, yesterday on Sunday we stayed from 2 to 5, and every day we have rehearsal till 7:30, so a good amount of hours, but it's all worth it.
Anything else you'd want to tell people at home that are watching this about this coming up on Thursday?
Just come see it, support theater. Bring your kids, bring your grandkids. It's good for all ages. It's a wonderful show.
Well, there you go. The Wizard of Oz by the Rose Curtain Players is coming up here in just a couple of days. We hope you come out and enjoy.